Hey folks, like I said, I might be doing this and might not, but I figure, since I have the camera on, why not? It gives me a chance to review the Blu-ray. And it is a 3-disc set, like I said. It is, you have the Blu-ray version, you have a DVD version, and then you have a digital copy, which I never use digital copies. I mean, yeah, am I going to say it's a perfect movie? No. But it is easily my #1 movie of the year. It's the most fun I had in a movie theater. Even watching it on my TV, it was still very entertaining. I'm a big fan of these actors, and they did what they did with their characters. I had fun with the dialogue. Some say it's cheesy, but it kind of reminded me of the old days, and I was fine with it. The action scenes, I think, were plentiful. They were well choreographed, and it's real men doing real stuff. The ending, insane amounts of action. I enjoyed just to be able to see a sequence of Bruce Willis, Arnold, and Sly together. Many highlights would be Terry Crews with the AA-12, shotgun with like the mini explosives, which I thought was fake. But then, you look at a video on YouTube, AA-12, that's a real gun. So that's like the future of warfare. And, if you don't make more action movies like this, use that gun more because it's a powerhouse of a gun. Really crowd pleaser of a sequence. Also, you have, I'm trying to think of my favorite, Stallone with the, shooting with 2 guns. That's very rare. It might seem much, but it was a kick for me. Stallone kicked ass, took names. He worked his butt off for this flick. It's just entertaining. The film, if you take away the end credits, it's like 95 minutes long. So it has a lot of action. You got car chases, you got shootouts, you got bits of humor. I like Jason Statham kicking the shit out of the guy who beat his woman. That's a lot of crowd pleaser moments. And it's just fun entertainment. I think that's why I liked it. It knew what it was and just went for it. It wasn't trying to be some political bullshit. It wasn't. It was memorable. I can remember scenes. Right off the top of my head, I can remember Jason Statham kicking ass with the knives. You crazy, you could hit me. You're welcome. It's memorable sequences. I can remember Mickey Rourke's performance when he saw about the woman who was going to kill herself and he didn't save her and how he regrets it every day. I can remember Dolph Lundgren's solid performance as sort of this druggy type of guy. And, the first kill was, by him. Warning shot, little low. It's memorable. I think that's why. And the fact that you got to see all these guys together. And my favorite actor is Stallone. So, it was nice to see him, in the lead of this gargantuan film. Not only that, writing, directing it, just, being a fan. I'm like, this guy, you could tell he worked his butt off. The fight with Stone Cold, he worked his butt off. Yes, the story, it's been done before. Yes, I wish some of the CGI bullets were not CGI bullet hits. I don't understand why we can't just have squibs. But unfortunately, it seems like everything. So I can't just blame it on this film. They do it in Machete, they do it like every film now. Maybe not every, but lots of films they do it on for some reason. And, Punisher Warzone, and I don't understand why. I really don't. I wish it would change, but unfortunately that's how it is. But you still get some good practical stuff in there as well. And there is some CGI, some of it is actually good. But I think it's one of those things where it's like points. If a film earns enough points for me, then I can kind of overlook the little flaws. And this film definitely earned the points for that. Now, as for the Blu, so yeah, I love the film. It's definitely my favorite film of the year, easily. I would give it a 10 out of 10 just on entertainment value, just on I had so much hype for myself, and then I was not disappointed. And that's my opinion. You know, you can't blame me for having an opinion. And it's my opinion. Now, as for the Blu-ray, like I said, the second disc is a DVD. The Blu-ray, solid Blu-ray, excellent Blu-ray. The picture and sound are great, fantastic. The features, you have this Ultimate Recon mode, which is this interactive thing where basically they'll play snippets of the Sylvester Stallone commentary, but then like the film with credits is like an hour and 40 some minutes. But yeah, if you turn this bonus Ultimate Recon, it says it's 2 hours. You know why? Well, they actually have people like they had Terry Crews and Dolph Lundgren and Stallone, Randy Couture. Once in a while, one of them will pop on, and they'll freeze it or rewind it, and they'll talk about the scene. So Dolph Lundgren talks about, he pops in, he talks about his fight scene with Jet Li. Terry Crews pops in, talks about, and you actually get like behind the scenes that's not in the documentaries anywhere. And you find some good info like Terry Crews, like his first meeting with Sly. Sly showed him this YouTube video of the A12 shotgun, you know, and what damage it did. Dolph Lundgren talking about his fight with Jet Li, some funny stuff about how when he lifted Jet, how Jet was a little bit, you know, iffy on it because it's pretty high, and you see that there's a pole right there. So, I just, you know, thought it was, you know, you get some cool info behind the scenes stuff, so I thought that was really cool. And then you get audio commentary with Sylvester Stallone where you find out some interesting stuff. And, you know, people complain about, oh, how come this person, that person isn't in it? It's not mentioned on the commentary and stuff, but Steven Seagal, he tried, but Seagal doesn't like the producer, Avi Lerner, so he connected Seagal. Van Damme, it's one of two stories. Either Van Damme says, what's my character? Or he didn't want to lose to Jet Li. Either way, Stallone offered, Van Damme said no. So Van Damme said, oh, no. He offered to Chuck Norris said no. He offered Michael Jai White, I read up on this. Michael Jai White said, no, I don't need an audition. Basically, he didn't want to audition for some reason. I don't know why. That's stupid of him, in my opinion. He offered it to, Kurt Russell. Kurt Russell's agent said, well, Kurt doesn't want to do ensemble acting right now. Okay. Bruce Willis, he was doing the film Cop Out, and then after that he was doing that film Red, so he had no time. Arnold's the governor of California. So it's like they didn't have any time. Like, Arnold can't just say, fuck California, and do a movie. So people are like, oh, what the fuck, they're only in it for a minute. What do you expect? Bruce Willis is doing like 3 movies a year. Arnold's governor. Mickey Rourke, one interesting, why Mickey Rourke's not in that much, is that he only had Mickey Rourke for 2 days. He had Mickey Rourke just for 48 hours. Because Mickey Rourke was doing Iron Man 2. In fact, his hair and stuff, he kind of has the look of the bad guy in Iron Man 2. Forget his character's name. But that's the thing, he was doing Iron Man 2 and then got him for 2 days. 48 hours. So that's why. And Stallone's pretty funny. He's like, you know, he does about how someone said, well, how come Mickey didn't come in more often? He's like, well, he did. Only it was in Iron Man 2. He did. There was more footage. Only it's Iron Man 2 footage. But, you find out some good, interesting stuff. And also his motivation behind it. You got the 90-minute, about 80-90-minute, the Inferno, the Making of the Expendables documentary. It's much more like a fly on the wall of how they're doing action scenes, stuff like that. You definitely see a lot of Stallone's injuries, going to the hospital. and you just gives you a lot more respect for the guy. I mean, he went for it. He wasn't like, this is why I don't have respect for like Seagal and stuff nowadays. Because Seagal, like, he can't even do his own ADR lines. He can't even, he probably comes in and then leaves. Stallone, he's the writer, he's the director, he's the lead actor, and he's being really physical, and he's getting hurt all over. He fucked up his thumb, he fucked up his ankle, he fucked up his neck, stitches, like above his eye, like, he fucked himself up all the time. So I do have mutual respect for that. Post-production and release documentary, about 40 minutes of talking about like editing the film, the music for the film, also like test screening, and how like Sly, he would read every single card that someone wrote and think about it, their suggestions, but he read every single one. So like a lot of people hated the music in the first, so they changed the music up. Although I would be interested to see what that music was, if it was just different songs or what, but a lot of people hated the music, and so he sort of changed it on that. And then his experience with Comic-Con, and, he realized that, he said something like, that this was sort of, not bold, but the word is risky, because, it's like introducing a new audience to this type of action, because now we're in the age of super action. And so, he needed to, and it shows how, he did stuff on YouTube, stuff like that. Pretty good stuff. You actually have the whole 45 minute Comic-Con 2010 panel. You have a deleted scene, which is basically at the beginning, before Dolph shoots that guy, he tells like a stupid joke. Not really needed. Gag reel, it's a gag reel. Nothing too much. Marketing Archive is basically just a trailer and 2 TV spots. But it's very solid Blu-ray. I mean, I love the film to death. And, the info, you have a lot of good info, good documentary, awesome documentary. I like the Ultimate Recon mode as well. Like the Dolph Lundgren Jet Li fight, one example, is they didn't have a lot of time, so Stallone had to give that scene up to a second unit, because there was no time otherwise. So a lot of the second unit filmed the Jet Li Dolph Lundgren fight, and Stallone was a little bit unhappy on the cutting of it. And you kind of notice, now you think about it, that the Dolph Lundgren Jet Li was cut more quickly than the other fights. And so, okay, that kind of makes sense when you look back at the second unit, And Stallone would even hinted, like, if he did as a sequel, he would want to show, be more hands-on on everything. Try to have the times to set each fight scene. But, something like the Jet Li Dolph Lundgren fight, if you're thinking, hey, well, that's cut a little bit too much like the others, it's because of second unit had to do that. But you can find out some good info, which I like, and definitely a great Blu-ray. But anyway, thanks for watching, and take care. Later.